namaste, welcome, and aloha. Welcome to verse 6 of chapter 1 of Canto 1. The Sun of Knowledge rises, the Bhagavatam as light and darkness. We've learned the complete path from diagnosis to liberation, from individual practice to congregational chantings. Now, this verse reveals something profound, the purpose and power of the Srimad Bhagavatam itself, titled The Sun of Knowledge Rises. This verse describes how the Bhagavatam has appeared like the sun to illuminate those who have lost their spiritual vision in the age of Kali. This is about the light that dispels darkness, the knowledge that guides the lost, the sun that rises when all seems dark. Let us explore this beautiful teaching. First, the verse in its original Sanskrit. Krishna svadhamapagate dharma saha Klav Nasht Drishat Mesh Puranarko Dunodita. These words describe the Bhagavatam as the sun of knowledge. Let us understand what they reveal. Now let us go through the raw form of English translation of the verse. The translation. Since Krishna returned to his own abode, taking with him the principles of religion and knowledge, the people of the Kali age have become spiritually blinded. For these lost souls, this Purana, the Srimad Bhagavatam, has now risen like the sun to provide necessary illumination. This describes the purpose of the Bhagavatam itself. Let us explore what this means. Now, let us look at some core teaching of this verse. This verse describes the Bhagavatam as the sun that rises in darkness. Let us understand the key elements. First, Krishna Swadhamapagate, when Krishna returned to his own abode. Krishna Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Swadhama, his own abode, his own realm. Upagate, having gone to, having returned to. This refers to Krishna's departure from this world. After his earthly pastimes, he returned to his transcendental abode. Second, Dharmajana Dibihi Saha, taking with him dharma, knowledge, and other principles. Dharma, religion, righteousness, the principles of right living, jnana, knowledge, spiritual understanding, adibhya, and others. Saha, along with, together with. When Krishna departed, it wasn't just his physical presence that left. The very principles of dharma and spiritual knowledge seemed to depart with him. Third, Kalau Nashtadrasham, for those who have lost their vision in the age of Kali. Kalau in Kali Yuga, in this age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Nashtadrisham, of those who have lost their vision, of those who are spiritually blind. This describes our condition. In this age, we have lost spiritual vision. We are blind to the truth. Fourth, Esa Puranarko Dunodita, this Purana has now risen like the sun. Esa this, Purana Arkaha, the son of the Puranas, the Purana that is like the sun. Adhuna now, Udita has risen, has appeared. This is the key. The Srimad Bhagavatam is the Sun Puranarka that has risen to illuminate those who are blind. This verse teaches, after Krishna departed to his abode along with dharma and knowledge, this Purana has arisen like the sun for those who have lost their vision in the age of Kali. The metaphor is beautiful and profound. Just as the sun dispels darkness and allows us to see, the Bhagavatam dispels spiritual ignorance and allows us to perceive the truth. We are in darkness, Nashtadrisham, we have lost our vision. But the sun has risen, Puranarkaha Udita, the Bhagavatam illuminates the path. This is why we study the Bhagavatam, not as abstract philosophy, but as the light that guides us when we cannot see. Now let us look at some modern scientific parallels. This ancient teaching about preserving knowledge corresponds to modern understanding of how wisdom is transmitted across generations. First, consider knowledge preservation, how civilizations transmit wisdom across time. Throughout history, knowledge has been preserved through texts, institutions, and traditions. When great teachers depart, their wisdom must be preserved in accessible forms. This is Puranarkahu Uditatha, the Purana rising like the sun. When Krishna departed, Krishna Swadamopagate, his teachings were preserved in the Bhagavatam. Second, consider institutional memory systems that preserve understanding beyond individuals. Organizations create systems to preserve knowledge when key individuals leave. Documentation, training, succession planning, these ensure continuity. The Bhagavatam is institutional memory for spiritual knowledge. When Krishna departed, the knowledge was systematized, preserved, made accessible. Third, consider the concept of succession continuity beyond individuals. Great movements survive not through a single leader, but through systems of succession that preserve and transmit the core teachings. This is the parampara, the disciplic succession. The Bhagavatam preserves Krishna's teachings, and the succession of teachers transmits them. Fourth, consider the metaphor of light dispelling darkness. In cognitive science, understanding is often described as illumination, suddenly seeing what was previously hidden. Knowledge literally allows us to see reality more clearly. This is Puranarkaha, the son of knowledge. The Bhagavatam illuminates reality for those who are nashta drishyam, who have lost their vision. Let us now move on to some practical application as it relates to this verse. How do we apply this teaching in our daily lives? First, recognize that the Bhagavatam is not just a book, it is the son of knowledge. Puranarka, the son of the Puranas. Just as the sun dispels darkness, the Bhagavatam dispels ignorance. Approach it with this understanding. This is the light that guides when you cannot see. Second, acknowledge that we are in spiritual darkness, nashtadrusham. In this age, we have lost spiritual vision. We are blind to the truth. This is not judgment, this is diagnosis. Recognizing our blindness is the first step to seeking light. Third, turn to the Bhagavatam as the source of illumination. When you're confused, when you've lost your way, when you can't see clearly, turn to the Bhagavatam. This is why it has risen, Udita, to provide light in darkness. Fourth, participate in communities that preserve wisdom. The Bhagavatam is preserved and transmitted through communities of practitioners. Join them, support them, participate in them. This is how the light is kept burning. Fifth, document important knowledge and insights. You have wisdom, you have insights. Don't let them die with you. Write them down, share them, preserve them. This is how knowledge is transmitted across generations. Sixth, contribute to institutions that safeguard valuable knowledge. Support libraries, temples, educational institutions, spiritual communities, places that preserve and transmit wisdom. This is how the sun continues to shine for future generations. Seventh, recognize that the Bhagavatam contains everything we've learned, all the teachings, from diagnosis to liberation, from individual practice to congregational chanting, are contained in this text. This is the Puranarka, the sun that illuminates the entire path. Now let us look at how this verse can help our young people. For young people, this verse offers a powerful insight about knowledge preservation. You understand distributed systems, you know how knowledge is preserved through redundancy. Here's the parallel. Like how open source software, Linux, Wikipedia uses distributed stewardship to preserve knowledge. Wisdom survives through multiple redundant systems. The Bhagavatam is like open source wisdom. It's preserved not in a single location, but distributed across communities, teachers, practitioners worldwide. When one system fails, others maintain the knowledge. This is how wisdom survives across millennia. You can be part of this distributed system. Study the Bhagavatam, share the knowledge, become a node in the network of wisdom preservation. This is how the sun continues to shine through distributed stewardship across generations. Now let us look at how this verse can help our older generation folks. For those with more life experience, this verse asks a crucial question. You've lived, you've learned, you've gained wisdom through experiences. Here's the question. What wisdom have you gained that should be passed on? Write, teach, mentor, ensure your hard won insights benefit future generations. You are the sun for those who come after you. Your wisdom can illuminate their path. Don't let your insights die with you. Document them, share them, teach them. This is your dharma, your duty, to be a link in the chain of knowledge transmission. Just as the Bhagavatam preserves Krishna's teachings for us, you can preserve your wisdom for future generations. Be the light, be the sun, share what you've learned. In conclusion, we can say, verse Canto 1, chapter 1, verse 1 of the Srimad Bhagavatam reveals the purpose of this sacred text. After Krishna departed, taking with him dharma and knowledge, the Bhagavatam has risen like the sun to illuminate those who have lost their spiritual vision. We are in darkness, but the sun has risen. The light is available. Turn to the Bhagavatam as the source of illumination. Participate in communities that preserve wisdom. Share your own insights with future generations. The sun of knowledge has risen. Let it illuminate your path. This verse reveals the purpose and power of the Srimad Bhagavatam itself. It is the sun of knowledge that has risen to illuminate those who have lost spiritual vision in the age of Kali. Modern understanding validates this ancient teaching. Knowledge preservation across generations, institutional memory systems, succession and continuity, light as metaphor for understanding. This makes the teaching both ancient and contemporary, both spiritual and practical. Bhagavatam is not just a book but a source of illumination, that we are in spiritual darkness and need this light. That wisdom must be preserved and transmitted across generations. The key message: the sun has risen, the light is available. Turn to the Bhagavatam for illumination. Thank you, Namaste, and Mahalo for joining me in this exploration of Canto 1, Chapter 1, Verse 6. The sun of knowledge rises, the Bhagavatam has light and darkness. Next, we will move on to verse 7 of chapter 1 of Canto 1.